Sophie talked about how to write a grant application, but one of the things that you need to think about is you as a person and how you keep on track of your training and development. So in this presentation, I'm just going to go through quickly how to keep track on your skills and training and keep it up to date, where you can find some opportunities to attend training, and any funding bodies or opportunities available in the region to help you with this. So I just want you all to remember that you all have amazing transferable skills that you have developed through your career. So these are very important skills that you have really to remember and keep it in the back of your mind. And these are very useful skills in your research and clinical and academia. So I think you all are aware of the VITAI framework, and it is really a useful starting point to think about your training and development needs. It has 4 areas that if you go to the website and check it, it's really it's helping you think about these different areas, and it's helpful to discuss it with someone else, because normally we underestimate what we have developed in terms of skills, and talking to your mentors or colleagues, they might highlight things that you are good at, and help you also to think about what are the gaps that you need to really fill in and develop. You can also talk about to the other postdocs who are maybe a little further ahead in their careers about how they mapped their training needs and how they developed in their careers. So I think it's really important wherever you are in your stage, because I know some people here at different stages. So we have people finishing their PhDs and maybe people who have done a bit of postdoc research. So it's really important at whatever your stage you are at is to map what skills you have at the moment and identify where you want to get and what are the training and development needs that you need to fill in to be able to reach where you are. And it's so something like this table is just really listing the skills that you have and maybe thinking about how you can keep on top of these skills. So because if you don't use it, you lose it, isn't it? So it's just finding ways to keep using the skills that you have developed. And these could be methodological skills in qualitative or quantitative methods. It could be expertise in a specific clinical area. It could be transferable skills like writing or presentation skills. And also it's important at the same time. So it's really important to acknowledge what you have already developed and then thinking about what next. So do you need to develop your skills in patient-public involvement? Or skills in leadership or designing complex interventions. So it's just thinking about the training needs you need to develop and how to address them. So find ways to address them, which I'll cover later on. So there's lots of opportunities for training available, and most of these training opportunities, the majority are free, and most of them are open to everyone. So it's just becoming aware of these opportunities and finding the time to attend them. So the first thing you need to really do is to check within your organization and institute what are the training offered by them. So contact R&D. Or in your institution or at the universities, if you are a clinical person, maybe at the hospital, the university associated with your hospital or trust. The RDS also offer lots of training. So we mentioned some of the training that we offer. So for example, guide to grant application, the essential guide for grant application, which is a 3 days course we do every year in March, and it's really very useful and it's very widely attended and very good feedback we receive every year. We also offer NIHR fellowship application days, and that's for doctoral and postdoctoral fellowships. So also just if you sign up to the newsletter, you will get the invitation for all these events. There are writing retreats, specific events for like how to apply for RFEB and so on. So check the website as well. The clinical research networks also offer research training. Some of them like good clinical practice, virtual principal investigator workshops, and a whole resources of training that are available on the website. So if you, again, check the website and have a look. The NIHR LEN, I don't know if you are all aware of it, but again, offers a lot of resources on leadership, PPI, in recruitment and being inclusive, EDI, all of this are available on the NIHR LEN. And in the Wessex region, so that might be not relevant to everyone who is in the audience today, but there is the incubator, the NIHR Wessex incubator, which collates training opportunities that happening across the region, across Wessex. So again, if you look at the website, they have all the training opportunities available there. So that might be useful as well to look. The infrastructure, the NIHR infrastructure, so we have the, in the region, we have ARCs and BRCs. They also offer a number of training opportunities all the time. And most of the time, these are free and available to everyone. So again, either check their website or you can even sign to their newsletters and you will get invitation to these events. So how you can get some training funding to do some of these opportunities? I think Izzy mentioned a lot of the training opportunities available through charities and through the NIHR infrastructure. And this is just really some examples. So you need really to look in your field of research to see if there's any available funding for training opportunities. The ones I highlighted here are the ARC Wessex Research Enhancement Awards, and these are targeting postdocs, mainly clinicians who are working in the trusts, and they wanted protected time to be able to really plan their career forward. So these will offer 6 months internship. And normally, actually, so we have the Enhancement Award, and they have also the Initiation Award, which is the pre-docs. And the Enhancements Awards are not really very widely applied, so we don't get lots of applications to these. So there's a chance, really, if you are at that stage, to apply for the Enhancement Awards. So keep your eyes open at the next calls on the website. There is also a new scheme that the NIHR, I don't know how new it is, but the Principal Investigator Scheme. Again, it's a 6 month involvement in research delivery, supported and monitored by study chief investigator. So again, this is maybe more for people who haven't been involved in research after their PhD and they had a gap. So you can be involved in, be attached to a research study that's funded by the NIHR, and you can work with the chief investigator for 6 months to develop some skills that maybe you need to develop to help you with your maybe fellowship application or research grants. So the last one on the slide is the NIHR Development and Skills Enhancement Award, the DSE. I think Ruth mentioned it briefly today. It's it could be 1 year or 2 years, 1 year full-time, 2 years part-time. Award that covers the salary, and the main point of this award is really to develop certain skills that will help you with your postdocs or advanced fellowship. So if you are planning, for example, if your advanced fellowship is about running a clinical trial in primary care, or so then, and you lack the skills of running clinical trials, then you can use this year to build the skills through training, placements, and so on. So at the moment, the DSE only available and open to people who already have NIHR funding, but I think from next year they are going to open it to more people. So any postdoc could use the opportunity to apply for this award. So how to keep really, again, to keep your training development going on, it's really important to connect and be member of a research team. I think most of you are working in research grants with other people, but it's just you need to really be aware of any research groups in your field of research and join these research groups, because these can open really great opportunities for collaboration and research output. And if there is no group in your research field, maybe you can establish one yourself. Again, we talked about attend and present in conferences, so that will another way to help keep your contacts up to date and keep your connection with others again up to date. So on this slide, you can see there's lots of infrastructures and organizations in the region. You have the universities, the ARCs, the BRCs. So check them all and see whether your research aligns with their priorities and themes. And if it is, then maybe make a contact and join the research groups there. I think explore opportunities to get involved. So even if you don't have the capacity at the moment to lead your own research, it's just be part of other research and be caught up on other grants or research papers. Keep yourself visible. So use social networks and connect to people nationally and internationally, and also mentor others. So we talked earlier, I think Ruth talked about being mentor and mentee. So if being mentor to other people who are early in their career research, it's helpful to you and to them, because you are really using your skills at the same time. Going quickly really through the training and development section in a fellowship application. So if you are planning to apply for a fellowship application, one of the main things that in the application is you as a person. So they have in a fellowship application, there are the 5 Ps. These are the person, the place, the project, patient, and public involvement. So you are one of the criteria that they assess you when you apply for a fellowship. And this is taken from from a blog written by the Advanced Fellowship panel lead on the NHR website. And you can see that it says that a well thought through training plan needs to be front and center in your fellowship application. It should consider the range of skills that you need to gain to progress to the next stage of your academic career, and not just the technical know how to complete your project. So what training and development you can undertake or list in your fellowship application? There can be a huge range of skills and development opportunities that you can put in, and these are just some examples. So you can put what you need to develop to be able to deliver the research that you're proposing in your application, but you can think about the next research. So if you are planning a next research, what are the skills that you need to be able to deliver the following one? And this could be, again, a wide range of training on leadership, policy engagement with industry, EDI, big data analysis, any really related or relevant training opportunities. Well, also you can include any placements with other research or groups. Conference attendance is also considered as a training and development opportunity, so you can list it in your training section. Any international research visits, any webinars or research groups that they have regular events, you can also list it in and say that this is part of your training. Some of these webinars could be methodological, it's focusing on a methodology, and others more on a research area. Again, just to emphasize that mentors and supervisors are really part of your training and development. So you need to be careful and wise how you choose your mentors. So they might be people who have expertise in your substantive, in your research area, or in the research methods that you are using for your in your fellowship. And they have to also have a track record of successful completion of supervision. They need to be approachable. They have to be able to give you the time that you need, and they should be engaged as well. Just one final slide. So when you write your fellowship application and you write your training and development section, it's really important to align the training with the research that you are doing. So if you are, for example, doing a systematic review, then you need to show that you will have the skills to be able to deliver that piece of research. If you are doing development of an intervention, again, you need to show the panel that you will have the training that can help you to deliver that piece of work. And these should be all in your Gantt chart. So when you design your Gantt chart, these all should be aligned in terms of the time and the against the work packages. So this is for your research, but also you can include any training that I said earlier that you want to attend or do to help you with the next stage of your research. So always have a plan, long-term plan, where you want to get and how you, what the training and skills that you need to develop to be able to get there.